How to get your first sponsorship with under 10,000 subscribers, the Outbound Playbook. Now, every sponsorship article on the internet tells you the same thing. To get 10,000 subscribers, then start pitching. That advice, well, it's not always right. That advice is wrong. It's been wrong for several years. And it's the single biggest reason that most small creators never land a single brand deal. In the next 10 to 12 minutes, I'm going to give you the exact outbound system creators are using to land paid sponsorships at 4, 5, 6,000 subscribers, and why brands actually prefer you at that size if you pitch them right. Almost every sponsorship article on the internet tells you the same thing. Get 10,000 subscribers, then start pitching. I mean, that's what I did. I waited till I had 10,000 subscribers. I didn't get my first sponsorship till I had almost 40,000 subscribers. And I told them if I get to 50,000, the price is going to go up. But that first sponsorship paid me almost $400,000 a year. That's not a bad add to your income. Now, the advice of waiting till you have 10,000 subscribers is wrong. It's been wrong for several years. First, the diagnosis. If you have under 10,000 subscribers and you've never landed a sponsorship, it's almost never because you're too small. It's because one of two things. Okay, number one, you're waiting to be discovered. You're hoping a brand will somehow stumble onto your channel, watch a video, and send you an email. Well, that doesn't happen for sub 10,000 creators. The discovery pipeline brands run and the AI matching tools inside YouTube agencies' scouting platforms, well, they all start their filters at roughly 50,000 subscribers. So to be honest, you're invisible to the inbound, period. And number two, you're pitching, but you're pitching like a small creator. You're sending bloated emails. You're attaching a media kit that looks like a college essay. You're asking for free product instead of money. And you're hitting the email address at info@ address that goes straight to a black hole. The pitch is the problem, not your size. Okay, the fix for both is the same thing. Outbound, a real repeatable system for going to the brand instead of waiting for them to come to you. So before I give you the playbook, I need to fix your head, because if you start pitching while you still believe you're too small, brands are going to smell that in the first sentence and they're going to pass on you. Now, sub 10,000 creators have three advantages over big channels. And once you internalize them, your pitches, they're going to start landing. Okay, let's talk about these. One, you're cheap to test. A brand spending $1,500 on you is running a low-risk experiment. A brand spending $50,000 on a big creator, they're making a bet. Marketing budgets, they love low-risk experiments. You're not the expensive option. You're the smart option. Number two, your engagement is probably higher than theirs. A 6,000 subscriber channel with 8% engagement is worth more to the big brands than a 600,000 subscriber channel with 1.2% engagement. Brands have caught on. They look at average view counts and comment rates, not subscriber counts. If your last 10 videos average 1,200 views, you might be worth pitching to. And then number three, you can offer flexible deliverables. Big channels, they have rate cards locked in, pre-roll, mid-roll, integration. You can offer custom stuff, and I still do that. A full dedicated video, a long-form integration, a community post with bundles, 3 shorts, a live stream mention. Brands testing new products want this flexibility. You can charge less per asset and still come out ahead because you're selling more of those. You're not the small creator. You are the angle, high engagement, flexible creator. That's the version that you pitch. Most small creators source brands the obvious way. They look at their favorite channels, see what's being sponsored, and pitch those brands. Don't do that. The obvious brands, Squarespace, NordVPN, Manscaped, established titles, the same dozen names that you see in every YouTube ad, they already have a saturated creator pipeline. They get hundreds of pitches a week. They're not going to take a meeting with a 6,000 subscriber channel. They've already played the long game. Instead, you're looking for what I call hungry brands. These are mid-size brands, usually 50 employees or fewer, raised a small seed round in the last 18 months, currently spending on micro influencers and ramping their creator marketing. They're the brands actively trying to break into your niche, not the ones already dominating it. Here's how you find them. 3 sources. No tools required. Source 1, adjacent niche creator sponsorships. Find 5 sponsors in a niche adjacent to yours. Not direct competitors, but creators serving the same person at a different angle. Watch their last 10 videos. Note every brand that sponsors them. That's your starter list because those brands have already proven they sponsor micro creators. Source number 2, Instagram tagged posts. Okay, take any brand you're considering and go to their Instagram profile, tap tagged. If you see a wall of micro creator content, people with 5,000, 10,000, under 20,000 followers tagging the brand, they sponsor at your size. If you see only mega influencers, skip over it. Don't worry about them. That's who they want to work with. And then source 3, Shopify's App Store and direct-to-consumer launch database. Brands shipping new products in the last 6 months are spending heavily on creator marketing. Product Hunt, Indie Hackers, and the Shopify app's ecosystem will surface dozens of these per week in your niche. Then build a list. Build a list of 30, not 3, not 5, 30. Your reply rate should be 10 to 15% if you do all the work. The math only works at volume. Here's what I used to do. I used to do research on them. I already knew me, so I didn't have to do research on me. But I'd do research on them. Look at their post, look at their social, read their mission vision statement, study their website. Then I'd put together a pitch deck, a 6-card pitch deck. I didn't want it to be too long, didn't want it to be too short. Then I thought, who do I want to email this to? What is their title? I started doing research to find that email address. If I couldn't find that email address, I'd go to them on LinkedIn. I would put everything together. Now, don't get me wrong. It used to take me 10 or 12 hours to do that. That's why I built SponsorKit.pro. But let's jump back in because I want to tell you how to do this. Now, you now have the 30 brands. Most creators take their list and email info@brand.com, or they use the contact form on the website. Both of those go to a black hole. You need a real human. You need one of 3 titles in this order of preference. Okay, tier 1. You want the influencer marketing manager or creator partnerships lead. This is the person who lives in the inbox that you want to land in. They have budget authority for sponsorship deals in the $1,000 to $5,000 range, exactly your range. Tier 2, head of marketing or marketing director. Smaller brands will not have a dedicated influencer person. The marketing lead is your target. And in tier 3, founder or co-founder, maybe. And this is for very early stage brands, 20 employees or fewer. The founder is still doing every single thing themselves. And founders, they reply fast when the pitch is good. To find them, you use LinkedIn. Search the brand name, filter by current employees, sort by the title hierarchy that I just gave you. Their email format is almost always firstname@brand.com or firstname.lastname@brand.com. There are tools out there like Hunter or Apollo, and they can confirm the pattern in just a few seconds. Now, you're looking for one person per brand, not the entire marketing team. One human, one email, one specific pitch. And I hope you build your pitch out like I told you to. Okay, here's the pitch. I'm going to give you the exact structure that I use. 6 sentences, that's it. Now, this is exactly what I did in the very beginning. Sentence number 1, a specific compliment, not I love your brand, something that proves you've actually paid attention. For example, saw your collaboration with ... last month. The way you position the recovery angle instead of pure performance was sharp. Sentence number 2, who you are in one line, your channel name, your niche, and one number that matters to them. I run ... channel, a 6,000 subscriber channel in this specific niche, averaging 1,800 views per video over the last 90 days. Notice it's not the subscriber count, but the metric that proves engagement. Sentence number 3, why you specifically fit this brand. Example, my audience skews 70% male, 25 to 40 US based, which matches the customer profile you're targeting in your Q2 campaign. How do you know that? You've done the research. If you don't know their customer, study their last 3 ad campaigns on Facebook Ad Library and reverse engineer it. Sentence 4, the proposal with concrete deliverables. I'd like to propose a dedicated 60 to 90 second integration in my next video, dropping on June the 12th. Specific, dated, not a vague, hey, let's just work together. Sentence number 5, the price. Yes, you tell them a number. The rate is $750 with full content review before publish. If you don't say the number, the brand has to ask, which adds a round of email and kills momentum. And then number 6, one line CTA, call to action. Media kit attached. Are you open to jumping on a 15-minute call if useful? Calendar link is below. That's about the whole email. Now, I did all this in a LinkedIn my very first time and had all this stuff in it. That's the whole email. 200 words, no bullet points. No, I'd love to explore synergies, yada, yada, yada. No essay about your channel's passionate community. Brands have read those pitches 1,000 times, and the reply rate is 0. The media kit you attach is 1 PDF. Mine, it's 6-card pitch deck, maximum. You may get it down to 3 pages. Do what works best for you. Page 1 is who you are. It's just an introduction, channel name, niche, 1-sentence positioning statement, a photo of you, and the 3 numbers that matter: total subscribers, 90-day average views, 90-day engagement rate, not lifetime stats, recent stats. Page 2, well, in my 6-card pitch deck, it's all about them. Page 3 starts tying it together. But in the one I'm going to tell you, the one that you can make really easy, page 1's your introduction. Page 2, that's your audience demographics. Age, gender, top 3 countries, top device. Pull this from your YouTube analytics. 1 screenshot, lightly styled. Brands need this to ever consider you. And in page number 3, it's simple. Deliverables, a CTA. Maybe it's your deliverables and your rate. A simple table. Dedicated video, integration, shorts, community post, live stream mention, anything at all you can do, each with a price. Yes, list the prices. The conversation moves faster when the math is on the page. Now, this is if you're new starting out. Me, once I got bigger, I put all this together in a 6-card pitch deck, but I don't put numbers on it because when I talk to them, I want to find out what kind of price range do you have? And when I do that and they give it to me, I build something somewhere in the middle, somewhere near the top, and then somewhere just above it that gives them everything the other 2 did. Now, most small creators send a 15-page media kit with stock photos, branding manifestos, and our values section. Brands skip over every page of that except the numbers. Don't make them work for it. If building this looks like a weekend of work, you're right. Actually, building it all out, but then doing the research every time. We were spending 10 to 12 hours per outbound reach. And that's actually what SpeakerKit.pro is all about. It plugs into your channel. It pulls your real numbers and outputs a 6-card pitch deck in about 5 minutes. There's a free trial link in the description, but you can absolutely build it manual in Canva if you would rather. And if you do get into it, look, the free account, the rookie, the creator, they may be great for you. If you're serious about this and maybe you're bigger than 10,000 or you're already making money, you're already getting sponsorships, you may want to go to the Pro or Pro Plus tiers. And then step 5, the number one question I get from sub 10,000 creators, what do I charge? The starting framework is CPM, cost per thousand views. The industry floor right now for a dedicated integration is around $20 to $40 CPM. Meaning, if your video averages 1,500 views, you're charging $30 to $60 per thousand views times 1.5. That's roughly $45 to $90 per integration. Now, you can charge a lot more than that. Look at what they're doing. Look at what they're getting, because that feels very low, and it is low, but it's your floor, not your ceiling. You charge more than the CPM floor by adding what I call multipliers. Okay. What are your multipliers? Well, custom script and creative direction, add 50%. Brand exclusivity in your niche for 30 days, another 50%. Usage rights for the brands to repurpose your content in their ads, 100%. Pinned community post and short cross promotion bundled in, maybe another 30%. Stack 2 or 3 of these, and a $90 CPM floor becomes a $300 deal or a $500 deal. Stack all 4, and you're at $600, which is exactly where a 6,000 sub creator should be charging minimum for a well-prepared, dedicated integration. Don't undercharge. Brands respect creators who know their value. A creator quoting $750 with confidence converts higher than a creator quoting $200 saying, look, I'm sorry, but it's $200. They don't want to hear that. And then one big thing is a follow-up. And this is the last step. Most pitches die not because they're bad. They die because the creator gives up after one email. I believe in a 3-touch sequence. The cadence is 3 touches, no more. Now, in that third one, I'll tell them we may reach out to you in the future if an opportunity comes up. But touch 1 is the pitch, the introduction. Send it on a Tuesday or Wednesday morning between 9 and 11 in the brand's local time. And the reason you do that, you avoid Mondays because inboxes are flooded. Avoid Fridays because nobody's deciding anything. They're ready to get out of town. Touch number 2 is the bump. It's the follow-up. 7 business days later. It's just a short email. Wanted to make sure this didn't get lost. Still happy to jump on a quick call if it's a fit. That's it. No new pitch, no new information, just a polite nudge, and attach your pitch deck or your media kit again. Touch number 3. This is the follow through, the close. 7 business days again. Also 1 sentence. Closing the loop on this one. No worries at all. If it's not a fit right now, I'll keep you on my list for future quarters. You can do this every 90 days. Keep reaching out. The last email is magic. About 15 to 20% of replies come from the close, come from the follow through, not the initial pitch. Why? Because it's polite. It's no pressure at all. And it signals you're a professional, not someone who's going to keep emailing them every single week forever. We built a tracking system in SponsorKick.pro just to make sure we were doing this right. After 3 touches, stop, move on, repitch them in 90 days or 6 months. And by then, your numbers should have grown. Here's what nobody tells small creators. The bottleneck isn't your subscriber count. It's your pitch. It isn't even your media kit. Although if your media kit's 23 pages long, it's probably too long. The bottleneck is volume. The creators landing deals at 6,000 subscribers aren't the ones with magic pitches. They're the ones sending 30 pitches a month while everyone else sends 3. At one point, we were sending 12 a day. It's all about the numbers. If you haven't seen Clarence Avant or know anything about him from Motown, check it out. It's all about the numbers. This is a numbers game. Run the math. At a 10 to 15% reply rate and a 20% close rate, maybe 30 pitches a month, maybe 1 sign deal a month. That's $750 to $1,500 in monthly recurring sponsorship revenue at a sub 10,000 subscriber channel. If you actually do the work. Sponsor Kit just makes it easy to do. Most creators won't do the work. They'll send 4 pitches. They'll get no replies. They'll decide this does not work. And then they'll go back to waiting. Don't be that creator. If you want the 6-card pitch deck and the Outbound tracker done for you, they're both included in SponsorKit.pro. Now, I have a free trial, so you can go there and sign up and get one pitch done for you. You go in, you hook this up to your channel, it pulls your real data. The link is in the description. And drop a comment with your niche or your subscriber count. And I'll tell you the single biggest gap I see in your outbound. I try to read every comment on this channel. And if you want me to break down how to negotiate up once a brand replies, the part of the playbook where most small creators leave money on the table, subscribe and hit the bell. That video, it's coming out in the next week or two. I'll see you in it, hopefully. I'm Roger Wakefield, the Chief Revenue Officer of Sponsorships at SpeakerKit.pro. SpeakerKit.pro, where it's your turn to be on top.